What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, January 12th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section, favorite plays, least favorite plays. And if you have any questions about today's slate, hit me up. I'm happy to answer them. Finally, I'd like you guys to sign up at BetMGM. Link is in the description. Key takeaway for you guys, 2 free months of Stokastic plus Platinum. Now, we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10 with Haywood Highsmith, Tim Hardaway, Bam Adebayo, Luka Doncic, and Jimmy Butler on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to Anfernee Simons, point guard, shooting guard, eligible, 6K, projected for 31. The goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. I just think he's a little underpriced for what he does. He's not the best per minute guy in the world. 0.85-ish alongside Dame. It's a massive pace down spot. So on paper, it doesn't look great for Simons. But he's so scoring dependent that I don't think his GPP goal is all that crazy. I got him in for 21 real points, 3.5 assists, 3 rebounds, and a stock. He's a big 25% usage guy. If he just scores 30 real points, which isn't crazy for someone of his ilk, then he's going to be knocking on the door of a 40-point GPP goal. And to me, that's not all that crazy. The real benefit here, this is a late game, and there's a questionable tag on Damian Lillard. If Lillard happens to be out, then Simons is unquestionably worth that 6K price tag. So I'm willing to take the risk now and get him in while I still think he's a decent play, even with Damian Lillard playing. At number 4, I'm going to Max Strus. He's shooting guard, small forward eligible, 5,500, projected for 28. The goal is 37. He's in the optimal lineup 26% of the time. Strus is in line to play a ton of minutes. The Heat only have 9 active bodies. One of those active bodies is Udonis Haslem, so I'm expecting 8 guys and massive minutes for Strus. He's a 0.75 to 0.8 fantasy point per minute guy, 19% usage, 16 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and a stock. It's an interesting matchup against Milwaukee. I think we're going to see a couple Bucks get ruled out in the future. Doesn't really matter for Strus. The position works, the price works, and they just don't have enough guys to not play him a ton. Sticking with the theme of the Miami Heat, point guard, shooting guard eligible, Victor Oladipo in at number 3, 5,800, projected for 32. The goal is 39. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. Basically, everything that I just said about Strus is true for Oladipo. Short-handed team, has to play a ton of minutes. Way better per minute guy, but likely to play less minutes than Strus. 23% usage, 16 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, and 2 stocks. Whether you're going to Oladipo, Strus, you already see Butler, Bam, Highsmith. I think you understand what's happening here. You don't have a choice today. You got to play the Heat. A little bit more value created by some injuries. Royce O'Neal in at number 2. Small forward, power forward eligible. 5,100. Projected for 27. The goal is 35. He's in the optimal lineup 31% of the time. We have no Kevin Durant. And it's not as if that suddenly makes Royce O'Neal be like the greatest guy in the world. But the minutes are firm. And he gets to take like 1 or 2 extra shots, which is actually huge for someone like O'Neal. It's a terrible spot against Boston. But Boston is on a back-to-back. 35 minutes for Royce O'Neal, 0.75 fantasy points, nothing to write home about, but he's going to be out there for a lot of minutes. 11 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, and maybe a stock and a half. You got to take advantage of these spots now where you're creating slightly bigger roles for someone. There's just a little bit more food to go around on the Nets, and I think that's just enough to make Royce O'Neal really interesting. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder to please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Please follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section what you like, what you dislike. If you've got any thoughts on the slate or questions, hit me up there. And then sign up at BetMGM using the link in the description so that you can get 2 free months of Stokastic plus Platinum. Back to the Heat at number 1 for Gabe Vincent, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 4,100, projected for 26.5. The goal is 30.5. He's in the optimal lineup 41% of the time. He's just too easy to get to. Played massive minutes 2 nights ago. I think that happens again. I think he just runs the offense. 35 minutes, 0.75 fantasy points per minute. 19% usage for Vincent. It's 14 points, 4.5 assists, 3.5 boards, and a steal. There's just so much playing time and opportunity to go around for the Miami Heat that it's impossible to avoid them, especially on a 6-game slate. So Gabe Vincent is your number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, January 12th. DraftKings version. It's around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win that money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.